Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Checking It Out with the GMB. We're not at the Panthers office, we're here at the gate, Panthers official hairdressers. This is Jarvis, Jamie's inside waiting. We've also got Robert Farmer with us. How you doing, Jarvis?
I'm very well, let's get inside, it's freezing.
So here we are at the gate. We've got Jamie and Jarvis standing by to cut Farm's hair in part 3 of the show. In part 2, we'll be having extended highlights from the win over Belfast at the weekend. But it is a special show this week because of the scheduling with the cup game on Wednesday night. We wanted to get a show in for you this week, so we've nipped out Monday to the gate and we're talking to Robert Farmer. First of all, Robert, the Cup's coming up Wednesday night against the Braehead Clan. Is that a welcome diversion from the trials of the league at the moment?
Yeah, well, it's a competition we really want to win. We obviously we're in a position where it's probably nice to have a break from the league for a game, and we want to go out and have a good first leg and hopefully put ourselves in a strong position.
I think the last time the Panthers played the Clan in a two-legged affair, it was a massive home win in the first leg. You'd welcome another one of them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it'd be nice to get a good start on Wednesday and put ourselves in a strong position for the second leg. 'Cause that's a really tough place to play in Braehead, and we don't want to go there and deficit.
The title race, of course, involves the Braehead Clan, as it does the Sheffield Steelers, as it does the Belfast Giants and the Cardiff Devils. Last weekend, that was a tough weekend, starting Friday night against the Belfast Giants, but that was a good performance from the boys.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, we're coming off the back of a couple in different results, and we came in focused and we played a real good game on Friday and got the win we deserved.
First period, third period, excellent. They adjusted in the second period, and Coach Corey Nielsen admitted they did something for the second period. That hard drive down the middle channel kind of caught us out for 20 minutes and put us on the back foot. So the first period belonged to the Panthers, the second period belonged to the Giants, but the third period very much belonged to the Panthers, not least Robert Lakovitz.
Yeah, it was a great goal. It was really good to see him score, and I know he's been frustrated lately, so I was really happy to see him score, and it was obviously great for the team when he does.
And it was great for the fans as well. They've supported the team really well this year with big crowds in, and they went home with big smiles on their faces.
Yeah, I think we had a few performances that we were maybe a little bit not happy with, so it was good to have a good game, and hopefully they were entertained and had a good night. We'll
talk about the Sheffield game in a moment, but first, Lacko scored a great goal third period. Someone else scored a great goal first period.
It's about time, wasn't it?
Well, I was sitting upstairs watching it. I thought, just hit it, Farms. Just put everything into it. Bend your back like a fast bowler. Put everything into it, and that's what you did.
Yeah, well, obviously, it felt really good to score in a big game like that. It's been not maybe scored as much as I would have liked, so it felt good.
And afterwards, did you feel all that relief? Did it relax you for the rest of the game? How does it work in a player's mind?
Yeah, well, it's always nice to when you're struggling a little bit to get a goal, especially early in a game. It gives you some confidence, and yeah, it was a big goal for the team, and I was really happy.
So as we say, it was a decent 6 periods of hockey, but it was a split weekend, and I think that's, some would say that's not good enough at the moment. But when you're playing against your rivals and you've played the night before, to come out of a 9-goal split just on the wrong side of it must have been bitterly disappointing. When you went to Sheffield.
I mean, we felt we played pretty good. I mean, I think we got a little bit unlucky on Saturday night. There was a couple of bounces that went their way, but yeah, at this point of the season, the position we're in, it's not good enough for a 2-point weekend. We've got to be striving for all 4. And but yeah, the performance was okay, but yeah, we got a little bit unlucky, and that cost us.
Yeah, there was a goal that arguably wasn't a goal on the power play early doors. There was one that came through a player's legs and then through Mads in goal, and then there was one that I think went in off Evan Mosey's backside.
Yeah, they got some bounces in that game, but I mean, everyone has bounces over the course of the season. It happens. We've had some, and in the end we didn't do enough to win. But
so the title race, we're like we're not on the shoulder. We're like at the back of the pack coming round the bend at the moment.
Yeah, I mean we still feel like we're in a good position, and if we can get in a run, and with the squad we have and some of the players we have, we know that we can get in a run, and we're hoping that comes starting Wednesday with a good cup performance, and then going into the weekend against Manchester, we're hoping that we can get on that run.
So a good cup performance could be the springboard for the league.
Yeah, of course you can't turn it on and off, and we've got to get going and put in a good performance Wednesday, and hopefully take that into the weekend and get ourselves rolling a little bit.
And what finally for now in this part of the show, what about the mood in the camp? They must have been bitterly disappointed after Saturday, and high as a kite on Friday night, and one of the coach's mantras is don't get too high with the highs, don't get too low with the lows.
Yeah, I mean we were really happy on Friday obviously, but we knew that was only half the job, and then we were really disappointed on Saturday because, like I said, I think we felt like we played all right, but we didn't get the 2 points, and that's all that matters. So yeah, we were very disappointed on Saturday, and hopefully we can turn it around this week and have a good week.
And when you came out of the arena on Saturday night in Sheffield, the scenery had changed because there'd been 4 inches of snow.
Yeah, it wasn't as much chaos as it usually is, so that was good.
We'll have more about the snow in Sheffield perhaps in part 3. For now, from me and Robert, it's goodbye, but we'll be back in part 3 here at the Gate, Panthers official hairdressers. In part 2 after the ads, extended highlights from the win over the Belfast Giants, including that wonderful goal first period from Mr. Robert Farmer.
The new Fiat 500, the Icon Reloaded. In Fiat showrooms now.
Whatever your white good needs, whether it's sales or repairs, choose Jim Grice, Sutton in Ashfield. With nearly 50 years of family business experience with all major brands, we'll make sure you take home the product that fits your needs, with no hidden extras. Choose Jim Grice, Sutton in Ashfield. Friendly family business that cares. Nearly 50 years speaks for itself.
I'm Jeff Dimon, and you're watching Checking It Out from the Panthers office with the GMB.
The Nottingham Legend. Good beer, good food, good atmosphere, and not a wrist shot away from the arena. We're hockey people, serve hockey people, and all sports come together. Friendly staff, friendly pub. Meet at Nottingham Legend before, during, and after Panthers home games. Right next door to the arena, the Nottingham Legend, where sports meets entertainment every day of the week.
Ice hockey, the world's fastest team sport, played in Nottingham by the GMB Nottingham Panthers. For tickets and fixtures, visit panthers.co.uk.
Steve Lee will extend his stick and activate Brian Schmidt, who buzzed one in. Logan McMillan, he's making snow cone below the goal line. That shot hit Chris Higgins. Wilson on his knees, but only as far as Steve Lee, who was pinching. Cam Jansen keeps the play hot. Now Wilson in concert with Nickerson. Off the apron, and Lakovic will cut it off. Matt Nickerson forced to backpedal, and Logan McMillan there to provide the pressure. Out it comes, and both teams changing personnel as Brian Schmidt is wheeling to center. The outlet pass to Chris Lawrence finds Robert Farmer, who tees one up and scores! Robert Farmer gets this party started with 8:10 left of the opening period.
Yeah, nice play.
Last time Uri Kolnick scored the first goal of the game, and the Panthers went to win against the Five Flyers as Steve Murphy's tested. Robert Farmer on the net drive. Chris Lawrence was there as well, but puck never seemed to cross the red line. And now number 14 for the Belfast Giants will sauce it over. Lloyd looks to keep the puck hot below the goal line. Jeff Waugh with that long reach of his. I swear that stick is like 6 feet. On the backhand attempt, Shane Madalora throwing that stinky mid out to deny the Belfast Giants, and he keeps the net pure. Put a bit of windmill action on that one just for good measure.
Yeah, I think I could smell the stinky mid up here.
Sure is, as Chris Lawrence will muscle on over to Robert Farmer, who's jousting with 3 Belfast Giants there. David Ling just managed to cough it up, and now Boxall tees one up. Madalora out of his paint to cut down the angle and denies Boxall. Dropped the pill for the draw. And Benedict won it cleanly. As Walser on the back pedal, interchanging with Nickerson. And here comes their controlled breakout. Walser puts some mustard on that one and a crazy bounce, and Mike Forney scores! He pierces through the armor, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. Chris Beach on the follow-up. That goal has been quite friendly to the goaltenders thus far. I believe 3 times the iron has been rung. Wilson dropped it over to point where Chris Beach will go cross ice. Try to play the give and go. Brad Moran on the intercept. Murphy tries to hit the far side man. And Desmarais feathers one to Mike Forney, who tried to golf at it. That was a bogey on that hole, however. Lakovic using the puck like a frisbee, making the aerial route all the way to the end boards. 3 against 2 in that end board battle, and Benedict digs it out. Forney sends it around the roulette wheel. Jeff was there. It caroms to the slot. And now back the other way come the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Evan Mosey, Chris Lawrence on his right, trying to make a power move. No goal, but Evan Mosey and both Stephen Murphy went into the cage, and I believe he just managed to draw a penalty for tripping.
Yeah, he's been out there all the time. Hasn't missed a beat. He's looking good out there, and it's good to see him back.
Speaking of, here's Steve Lee with the biscuit. Fakes the forehand pass and goes to Matthew Myers, who will take it behind shelter and kickstart a controlled breakout. Cam Jansen tried to buy some real estate for Logan McMillan. He used it, and it's down low. Matthew Myers will table it on over for Cam Jansen. He took a couple of swipes at it, but couldn't get it down low. Now Mike Forney, he was looking to slap past that into the slot, but that was deadened. Mike Forney, once again, they score! A beautiful looking feed by Mike Forney with 2:51 left of the second period here at the National Ice Center, and the Belfast Giants will take the lead. Chris Higgins loses his twig but catches it in midair. McMillan just tried to rip one through the cage, but that got muffled on the way in. Nickerson going D to D, and Belfast Giants managed to evaporate some of the pressure. Robert Lakovic on the ice. Matthew Myers changes for Andy Bomback. Exit stage right for Evan Mosey, and Brian Schmidt comes up for him. And a partial line change here. Schmidt with speed and Schultz with time and space. Andy Bomback quick to recover the biscuit there. Now Andy Bomback goes for saucer pass Robert Lakovic, but both Boxall and Nickerson were there to interrupt. Now Boxall on the backhand attempt. Quick defense to offense sequence for number 89, Jonathan Boxall. Great work by Steve Lee to tie up Boxall there. So he was not a recipient of the pass as Chris Lawrence receives it. Linesman gets in the way, Larry's not happy, but Steven Schultz coming in, he scores! Murphy got an ounce of it, but not enough, and Steve Schultz with the tally. Chalk one up for the Panthers.
Nice shot by Schultz. Coming down the left wing side, just shot through the screen, and I think Murphy probably picked it up late and got one in there.
Chris Lawrence and Robert Farmer. Robert Farmer to David Clark with time and space, and he doesn't miss those too often. Evan Mosey with another bid. Robert Farmer's perhaps looking to tip it, but didn't get a piece of it. David Clark, one more attempt. That goes wide on the short side. Evan Mosey tries to reverse the flow. David Clark getting engaged in those dirty areas, and they're going to have a high sticking call, I assume. Oh, almost clobbering time there. Boxall wanted a piece of Mosey. Either way, David Clark is going to be the culprit. 2+10 and checking to the head is going to be the call. Disagreeing with that is majority of the National Ice Center. Face off to the right of Shane Madalora as the Panthers are on the carpet to kill off a penalty. Robert Lakovich looking slippery. He beats his man. Has a shot. He scores! Robert Lakovich with a shorty. 8 seconds into the Belfast Giants man advantage. Wow, what a tally, Lax.
Wow, he turned on the Jets, beat everybody right from the D zone. Nobody could catch him, made a nice little move and slipped her 5-hole. That was pretty silky by Lax there.
Now the Giants with speed through center. Schmidt manages to get that to flutter to center. Andy Bomback with Uri Kolnick. He ices the game! Uri Kolnick scores! And at this point, you can pretty much bring out the Zamboni.
Yeah, I think it's over, Eddie. Good game by the boys. Started out hot. Second period, Belfast came out, pushed right back, and we were able to bring it home in the third.
Whatever your white good needs, whether it's sales or repairs, choose Jim Grice, Sutton in Ashfield. With nearly 50 years of family business experience with all major brands, we'll make sure you take home the product that fits your needs, with no hidden extras. Choose Jim Grice, Sutton in Ashfield. Friendly family business that cares. Nearly 50 years speaks for itself.
Amore.
Subito.
Say hello to the all-new Fiat 500X. The Italian crossover, ready for action in all Fiat showrooms from April 24th.
I'm Evan Mosey. You're watching Checking It Out from the Panthers office with the GMB.
The Nottingham Legend. Good beer, good food, good atmosphere, and not a wrist shot away from the arena. Where hockey people serve hockey people and all sports come together. Friendly staff, friendly pub, meet at Nottingham Legend before, during, and after Panthers home games. Right next door to the arena, the Nottingham Legend, where sports meets entertainment every day of the week.
You're watching Checking It Out with the GMB, not from the Panthers office, from the gate. Panthers official hairdressers. Jamie, you get to see quite a lot of the players.
We do. Quite a few of them come in, have done for a few years now. Enjoy their company, enjoy the time that they come in and get their hair cut.
I'm going to ask you the obvious soft question.
Sure.
Who's your favourite head to sort out?
I know my least favourite, as I mentioned last time I was on the show, but Robert Farmer is obviously my favourite one. Who's there? I get to cut.
Well, you get on with Farms' hair, and I'm going to chat to Farms in this part 3 of this week's edition of Checking Out. Thanks for hosting us. Thanks for having us here at the Gate. Farms, this weekend it's back-to-back action. You missed a bit, Jamie. You missed a bit already.
Save that till last.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Farms, back-to-back action against Manchester Storm. Do the boys like playing back-to-back against the same team over 6 periods?
Yeah, obviously it's you get rivalry going with a team. Maybe if there's an incident or whatever, but it's just 2 games, and we got to make sure we get 4 points this weekend.
I've always tended at the fixtures meeting to try to avoid back-to-backs, just because, you know, sometimes perhaps the officials, you get 2 different sets of officials, and the second set don't know what's gone on in the first 3 periods, and that might have provoked something in the second 3 periods. But then, from experience, when we've played back-to-backs, they've been heckish exciting for the fans to watch, and it looks like the players enjoy them as well.
Yeah, obviously, if something happens in the first game or something like that, then the second game is usually interesting, and I'm sure the fans like that when it gets a little physical.
This weekend, like we say, it's Manchester at home, so you know what you've got to do against them at home, and they've had some good results, and they've had a bit of an up and down season, but it's their first year, so thanks for coming on board, Manchester Storm. You've done us all proud. In their barn, it's another one of those little Planet Ice rinks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very tough place to play. I mean, it's a small rink like Cardiff, but they're a different team to Cardiff. They've got couple of lines of really skilled forwards, and we have to
fast too.
Yeah, they're really fast and really skilled, and we've got to make sure that they don't win the game for them.
But the Manchester Storm epitomised the fact this season, I think, in the Elite League, it's more competitive than ever.
Yeah, I mean, every team's good. There used to be some games where you go into it, you know, we're going to win this game, and now you have to be at your best every night to get the points. Looking forward to the cup and the league, the mixture, the extra game. Yeah, of course. We need a good cup run. We need that's a championship we need to win, and Wednesday's the first step to doing that. And of course, we won it 5 years in a row, the Challenge Cup, and that's a record we're rightly very proud of. Yeah, of course. It's a very tough cup competition to win with the group stage and then the quarterfinals on in. So it's obviously a massive achievement to win it. And yeah, like I said, we're gearing up for Wednesday, and we want to have a good run. All right, right. We wish you well, obviously, this weekend. We hope we do well in the Cup. We hope we do well against Manchester. Flower Vision Bouquet of the Week. I was going to give it to our good friend Stuart Broad after that unbelievable performance in the Test match. I don't know if you saw it, folks, but he took something like 5 wickets for 1 run in 31 balls. Some going, Stewie. Well done. But you can't get the Flower Vision Bouquet this week. Can't have it, because we've had a few emails from people telling us we've got to give it to John and Jane and Bill and Pat at Panthers Travel, because they are so looking after the fans on the road, and that helps the fans be in a good mood and make so much noise for guys like Farms when we're in the away barns. So for all your hard work, for looking after the supporters that travel, not just organising the bus, but looking after them en route and on the way back, the Flower Vision Bouquet of the Week this week goes to Pat, Bill, John and Jane. Now, the Joseph Grimaldi climb, or anything daft happened in the team this week, Farms? Apart from what Jamie's doing to you?
Not that I know of.
Sorry, Jamie.
You're welcome.
You missed a bit.
I'm still trying to get there.
Has it been a quiet week in the locker room?
Yeah, it's. I don't really think there's been any funny incidents for you. Sorry.
All right. Well, I have got not so much a clown moment as a daft moment. We mentioned in part 1 that a lot of snow fell in Sheffield during the game. So I came out to my car and I had 4 inches of snow. I'd got nothing to clear it off with. But I suddenly realised on the wing mirrors and on the handles, some kind person had tied some high-vis rags. High visibility rags. I untied them, swept all the snow off, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to see and I would have been stuck in Yorkshire. So to the kind person that put the bright orange rags on my car, they were very useful, and thank you very much for doing that. You've been watching Checking It Out with the GMB, not from the office, but from the gate. Have a good week, folks. Thanks for watching the show, and thanks for watching the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Jarvis. Thanks, Farms.